Students, now we'll start the simple programs from the exercise. That is the first program only. Write a program in Java to store 20 numbers, even or odd numbers in single dimensional array. Okay, single dimensional array, calculate and display the sum of all the even numbers and all the odd numbers. We'll calculate in this program even numbers and sum of odd numbers. First of all, like any program, will start with the import java utl, then name of the program, then public static void main. So we are using here scanner class, so try catch is not required. Scanner ob new scanner system.in. So this is the way you can create the object of the scanner class, that is ob. Okay, next is few variables we initialize, that is s and d, to store the sum of the sum of the even numbers and sum of the odd numbers. Next one is to declare the array int m. So 20 numbers are there, m is the name of the array, new int 20, and 20 is the size of the m array, means in the m array you can store 20 numbers. Next is print statement. So this print statement will be displayed on the screen. So that is enter 20 numbers. Next is for loop, which is starting from 0 to 19. 0 to 19 means 20 times it will execute. I plus plus is there, so increment will be 1. So 20 times it will be execute. Okay, next is this one. Now int m equals to ob.next int. So I think this one, the meaning of this line, int mi means int m current value of I. So current value of I will be first time will be 0, so m0. So in this position in m0, ob.next int will receive a number from the user. Okay, it will enter whatever number entered by the user, that will be stored by m0. Okay, in 0 position m array will store that value. Here int is not required again, because already we have written int with m earlier. Here we have written int m, so again no need to specify the data type. So ob.next int will enter a value in 0 position. Okay, if the number which is entered by the user here divide with 2, if the remainder is 0, it means that will be even number, so s plus m0. So that number will be stored by s. Else if it is remainder is not 0, then d variable will store that number. Again cursor will go back. Now the value of I will be 1, so it will be m1. Now second number ob.next int will get a number, it will store in the m1. in m1 की पोजीशन में अगर 2 से डिवाइड करेंगे, if the remainder is 0, so if remainder is 0, s plus that number will be there. Okay, whatever number is there, that number plus m1 mean new number. Else if the remainder is not 0, then it will be added by d. Again cursor will go back. अब mi की वैल्यू हो जाएगी 2, so अब होगा m2 ob.next int का मतलब पता ही है, means it will receive a value from the user and it will store by m2. Okay, if the remainder is 0, if that number is divided with 2, if the remainder is 0, it will store by s, otherwise d. So this process will be continue 20 times, 0 to 19 times. So different value will be stored by m array. Okay, whenever remainder is 0, s will add it. If the remainder will not be 0, d will be added. When the loop will be over, afterwards print statement will execute. Use the println, so otherwise it will be both the answer you will get in the same line. Okay, so better you write it there ln, so that in different line you will get the sum of the even numbers and sum of the odd numbers. That will be stored by s and t. Okay, afterwards this loop will be over, and the public static, and this brace is not required, this is extra brace. Okay, so this is a very simple program. Any doubt is there, you can ask.